it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today we're doing a new series based off of my homeschool studies about me learning calculus. So the first thing I started learning for calculus is the difference between instantaneous velocity and average velocity, which a lot of calculus books start with. But we've taken it really slow with my learning to make sure every little bit I understand and I know. So we're going to do things a little bit differently today and talk about the average. We're going to talk to you about it, what it means and what it doesn't mean, that a lot of people think it means, and and how it tells you a lot about numbers and how it doesn't tell you a lot about numbers. First, let's talk about what people mean when they say average. A lot of people, when they say average, there are tons of different ways to calculate the average. So the one that people normally talk about is the mean. That's the one where you add up the numbers and then divide the numbers by how many numbers there are. Lots of people know how to calculate it, but nobody really thinks about what it means. Let's start with an example. Me and 4 of my friends have a bunch of Pokemon. I have 22, Amber has 21, Troy has 20, Charlie has 18, and Lily has 19. We graphed that out here on this piece of paper so it's easier for you to see. If we want to calculate the mean, we add these numbers together and divide by 5. When you add these together, you get 100, and when you divide them by 5, you get 20. The mean number of Pokemon that me and my friends have is 20. So what that means is if you get all of our Pokemon and put them in a big pile and everyone gets an equal amount of them, we would all have 20. That's what the mean means. If we shared everything equally, that's how many each person would have. As you can see on this page, we drew a red line, which is the mean, so you can see how close everyone is to the mean. And in this example, they're all really close to the line, so you can all say we have about 20 Pokemon each. The mean of 20 tells you a lot because everything is really close to 20. So let's look at another example. Same friends, but people have different amounts. I have 50, Charlie has 50, and everyone else has 0. You can still calculate the mean by adding together all the Pokemon and dividing by 5. So when you add them together, you get 100 again, and you divide by 5, you get 20 yet again. The mean is still 20, the red line represents it again, but you can see how far away these are from the mean. So you can't say we all have around 20 because we don't. Even though we calculate the mean and the mean is the same on both of these, this one tells you a lot about the numbers, while this one tells you pretty much nothing about them. That's where the mean distribution comes into play. The mean distribution will tell us how close to the average these numbers are. The way you calculate the mean distribution is pretty much the way you calculate the mean. So you take the distance of each point from the mean, and that gives you a new set of numbers, and you take the mean of those numbers. So let's do this example. In this example, I have 22, and the mean is 20, so I am 2 away. Amber has 21, so she's 1 away. Troy has 20, which means he's 0 away. Charlie has 18, which he is also 2 away, and Lily has 19, and she is also 1 away. If you add together the numbers 2 away, 1 away, 2 away, 1 away, you get 6. You divide 6 by 5 and you get about 1. The mean distribution of this set of numbers is about 1. Let's look at the other one. So the people who have 50 are 30 away from the mean, and the people who have 0 are 20 away from the mean. So let's add those numbers up. 30 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30 plus 20 is 120. Divide that by 5 and you get 24. So the mean distribution of this number set is 24. You can tell from the mean distribution that these are really close together and these are really far away, and even the mean distribution here is bigger than the mean. Using the mean distribution, you can tell how much the mean tells you about a set of numbers. If the distribution is low, it tells you a lot about the numbers. If the mean distribution is high, it tells you pretty much nothing about the numbers. So next time, we are going to talk about how you use this to calculate the average and use instantaneous velocity. And that's really how much calculus starts. So we just wanted to start by digging in what people mean by saying average. So I guess you could say they mean mean. So yeah, that was my first episode on me learning calculus. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!